Good morning, students. In this video sessions, we are going to learn what are fractions and what are the types of fraction. Okay, so you can see I have written fractions and the types of fraction. So one by one, I am going to explain you what is a fraction and what are the types of fraction. So first of all, let us know what is a fraction. So whenever a whole means a complete thing, is divided into equal number of parts, so each part is called a fraction. Suppose if I tell you that this is a chapati, okay, so I have divided this chapati. When I draw a line from the middle, I have divided this chapati into two parts, two equal parts. So this each part is the fraction of a whole. So when I talk about this part, suppose I take this one. So out of two, I have taken one. So I write what I have taken, that one I write on the top. That is 1. Total is 1 plus 1, 2. So I write at the bottom 2. So this is what I have written. 1 by 2 is a fraction. Is a part of a whole. This half is a part of a full chapati or complete chapati. Or if I divide this chapati again from the middle from here. So now I have made the one chapati into 4 equal parts. So each part you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces I have made of this chapati. So all the pieces, all these 4 pieces is a part of that chapati. So it will be known as fraction. Suppose if I take only one part, I am rubbing this one, the shaded one. So I have taken only one. Now how I will write? Because one I am taking, so I will write 1 on the top. How many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So bottom will be 4. So I have taken 1 out of 4. So this is a fraction. So you should remember that whenever a whole thing is divided into equal number of parts, then each part is known to be the fraction. Okay. Now in fraction, you should know. Now just I was telling that the one we write on the top, two we write on the bottom. So we don't say like this. There is a name given to each of this number. What is the name for the top number and what is the name for the bottom number? So I will show you. So whatever we write on the top is known as the numerator, and what we write at the bottom is called the denominator. Suppose if I have written here 3 by 5, so this 3 is called the numerator. This 3 is called the numerator, and the bottom is 5. So this is called the denominator. So there is a name given. The numerator, the upper number is known as the numerator, and the bottom number is known to be the denominator. And there is a name for this line also. This line is called the division line. So this line we can name it as division line. So you can remember this numerator, denominator. The upper number is known as the denominator. The line that we put is known as the division line, and the number that we write at the bottom is known as the denominator. Actually, what is the meaning of this one? If they tell you that write this as division. So because 3 is written on the top, so first you will write 3. Then you will put, as I told you, this line is known as division line. So put the division sign and write here 5. So this is the meaning, 3 divided by 5. Okay. So you should know this numerator and denominator. Now let us come to the types of fraction. How many types of fractions are there? That one we will know, and what is the definition, how to recognize these types of fraction. So first of all, if you see, I have written here types of fraction. First one I have written proper fractions. What are proper fractions? In the proper fractions, what happens is the numerator is less than the denominator, or we can say denominator is more, numerator is less. Just now I have written here 3 by 5. So you can see that this is the numerator is less and denominator is more. So we will call this as a proper fraction. When I write like here 7 by 9. So you can see 7 is less and 9 is more. Denominator is more, numerator is less. So it is a proper fraction. Okay. Or when I write here like 17 by 57. So you can see. Or the numbers that you get in the exam, that are also proper fraction. If you have not got 20 out of 20 or 80 out of 80, then it is a proper fraction. Like somebody just now, exam was conducted, so somebody got 19 out of 20. So you can see 19 is less, 20 is more. So we will say that it is a proper fraction. So in proper fraction, you should remember numerator is less than the denominator. Okay. Now next one I have written. The second type of fraction is improper fraction. Improper, just the opposite of proper is known to be the improper fraction. In here what will happen? The numerator will be more. Numerator will become more, denominator will become less. Like I have written 7 by 3. Now you can see that 7 is more than 3. So this is an improper fraction. Or when I write here 11 by 5. So this is an improper fraction. Or I write here 19 by 21. So this is an improper fraction. 19 is, no, this is not an improper fraction. So this is 17. Improper fraction. 19 is more than the what? This denominator 17. So opposite will happen. That is, numerator will be more, denominator will be less. So that is called the improper fraction. Okay. Now next one is the what I have written, mixed fraction. Mixed fraction. In the mixed fractions, you will see 3 numbers. One is a whole number and other 2 is a proper fraction. Sometimes in your exam, you might have seen some places you get the marks like this: 3, 1 by 2. What is the meaning of this one? Suppose the question was out of 4 marks. The question had 4 marks. Out of these 4, you get 3 and half. 1 by 2 is read as half, means 3 and a half. Out of 4, only half marks was deducted. So in mixed fraction, you will see there is a whole number and a proper fraction. So this one is known to be the mixed fraction. Or we call this 3 as the integral part, and this one is known as the fractional part. That also we can call. Or we can say a whole number and a proper fraction together makes a mixed fraction. Or when I write here 7,354, so this is also a mixed fraction. That is 7 is a whole number and 3/4 is a proper fraction. So whenever you see three numbers, then you can easily guess that it is a mixed fraction. 5 2/3 is a mixed fraction. 5 is a whole number, 2/3 is a proper fraction. Okay, so we have learned about mixed fraction. Now comes like fraction. In like fractions, always if two or more fractions have the same denominator, then we say that it is a like fraction. Okay, no, we cannot say a single fraction as like or unlike. Always there should be at least minimum two fractions or more than two fractions. Then only we say it is like or unlike. Suppose I write here 3/5 and I have written here 2/5. I have written here 4/5. So you can see I have written three fractions. But what is same here? If I notice all the denominators are 5/5. All the three fractions are having the same denominator 5/5/5. So when two or more fractions have the same denominator, then we call them to be a like fraction. So we can say that 3/5, 2/5 and 4/5 are like fractions. Why they are like? Because all the three fractions are having the same denominator, that is 5. Okay. Now unlike fraction. So unlike fraction is just opposite of this one. Means again two or more fractions having different denominators. Here also we always take two or more fractions. A single fraction we cannot say whether it is like or unlike, as I told in the beginning. So here also we cannot tell that it is unlike fraction, a single one. At least minimum 2 is required. So if I write here, suppose I have written here 7/5, I have written here 2/3, I have written here 9/11. Again I have taken three fractions. But what I see? Denominators. First one is 5, second one is 3, third one is 11. So denominators are not same. So we will say that these three fractions are unlike fractions. If the two or more fractions are having different denominators, then they are called unlike fractions. Okay. Now let us see the last one, that is equivalent fraction. Equivalent means what? Means both the fractions, the numbers may be different, but the value remains the same. So that is why they are known to be like fraction. Suppose if I write here 2/3 and here I have written 4/6. So I can say that these two are equal in values. 2/3 and 4/6 are equivalent fractions. Because if I divide this 4/6, that is, I will show you, when I divide this 4/6 by 2, both the numbers by 2, numerator and denominator, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. Ultimately, I am getting the same answer, this 2/3, and here also I am getting 2/3. So we can say, you can see the numerator, here it is 2, here it is 4. Here the denominator is 3, here the denominator is 6. But when we divide, we get this 4/6 as 2/3 only. So we can say 2/3 is equal to 4/6. Both are equivalent fractions. fraction. So we have learned what is a fraction and the types of fraction, that is proper, improper, mixed fraction, then like fraction, unlike fraction, and last one was the equivalent fraction. So do watch this video and try to understand. Thank you.